The Santiago Bernabeu Stadium was built in 1947. The way it looked in the past was a little bit like a Roman amphitheater or something like that. It had a very classic look to it. This is completely different. This is very futuristic. This looks like a spaceship in the middle of the city. It really feels like you're in Star Wars or something like that.
Is every angle the same? It isn't. How are those curves? How do they even make those curves?
There's an idea of making it look modern and making it look kind of almost a vanguard of a stadium.
We're going to take advantage of this big stadium in the middle of the city, and we are going to generate a lot of money through that.
Real Madrid is the team of Chamartín. When the Bernabeu was originally built, there was absolutely nothing there. The city grew around it.
It was on the suburbs 40 years ago. As Madrid grows, it's becoming the heart of the city.
This isn't city centre Madrid, but it is downtown Madrid. It is business Madrid. It is a part of Madrid that is wealthy.
Right now, what we have done is to take advantage of that, of the great location, and we have kind of built a new stadium in the same location as it was.
The old stadium looked pretty distinctive as well. This is different again. What they've done really is try and modernise the stadium to give it a kind of a functionality the rest of the week, not just on match days.
Starting this summer, there's a concert every single day in the stadium. Karol G and
Taylor Swift has been booked to play so many other great artists. It's going to host NFL games as well and NBA games. It's going to be used for multiple things other than football.
They've cased the outside to enable them to build a hotel on one side. And what will be different, of course, is once the hotel is up and running, once all the new bars are up and running, the capacity to generate income, and that's the fundamental driving force behind the change.
They've got this technology which will allow the pitch to kind of slide off down into an interior greenhouse which then looks after the grass, so that the grass, when it comes back out, is almost like it's been sat there in the sunlight with the rain and the perfect conditions.
The big thing, and the thing that everybody's been talking about, of course, is that they've put a withdrawable roof on the stadium, which they are closing almost every game now. I think there's a real sense here that if you close the stadium, you can get a better atmosphere inside it.
The roof thing is really exciting. The players demand it. They want to play under the roof.
Jude Bellingham said that I think the first game he played here at the Bernabeu with the roof closed was against Getafe in September. He said, I have never heard that noise, and he has played for Borussia Dortmund.
the sound, the acoustic has improved a lot.
It's very comfortable also. When I was watching the Man City game, it was a freezing cold. I was on like the 5th tier and there was heaters on in a football stadium.
One of the biggest changes they made is to introduce a lot more hospitality seats, the VIP packages selling for huge amounts of money. I think it's not so much how many more tickets can we sell, but how many more high-priced tickets can we sell.
It's the only way to make money without selling players. In order to compete with oil money, you have to be a money-making machine.
This is a new football context. We have the petro clubs in place at the moment, Man City, PSG, etc. Florentino Perez, Real Madrid president, had this idea of, okay, what can we do to be competitive against these petro clubs? And he thought about the stadium. And the stadium is our petroleum, in a way. That's what we are going to take advantage of.
This, I think, is a lot about the president, about Florentino Perez, about being aware of his legacy. And I think you can see that in three fundamental things. One, obviously, is the team and the desire to bring the best players in the world to Real Madrid and to emulate Santiago Bernabeu in that sense. The other, I think, is putting his stamp on the stadium. And again, that's about emulating Bernabeu. It's about updating Bernabeu and kind of expressing that idea of grandiosity about Real Madrid. And I think the third element we're seeing is in his battle for the Super League. A lot of what's going on with the stadium is about that idea of legacy and about that idea of kind of pulling Real Madrid into a new, more modern era.
Older generations don't like it. Like the 82-year-old grandpa that's been a Socian since he was 3 years old does not like the new stadium. Newer generations that understand more the need to adapt like it.
The way it feels from the inside, splendid. The way it looks from the outside, majestic, magical.
I love sunset time when the sun is beaming on the side.
Not everybody loves it, from the aesthetics point of view. I do like it, but I do think that the most important thing is the money that is going to be made. And that is precisely what is going to allow us to continue, competing to be the best club in the world.